Hello and welcome to the Glow and Grow channel, where you can relax, listen to simple English, and slowly come back to yourself. I feel like we've been together for some time now, and honestly, I'm really happy about that. So today, let me ask you something simple but important. Since you started listening to content like this, learning English and thinking more about your life, do you feel a little better? Or do you feel like something inside you is starting to change, but you don't fully understand it yet? Because here is something most people don't realize. You are already changing, just by who you stay around. And maybe you have had this quiet thought before. Am I becoming like the people around me? Are we really the average of the people we spend time with? Today, let's explore this together in a simple and gentle way. First, let's be honest. The people around you do affect you, more than you think. Not because they control you, but because you are human, and humans naturally learn from their environment. You don't just live in a place, you absorb it. You absorb the way people talk, the way they react, and the way they see life. And this is happening even when you don't notice it. If you stay around people who complain a lot, you may slowly start to complain more. If you stay around people who are calm and focused, you may begin to feel more peaceful. It doesn't happen in one day, but over time, it shapes you. So yes, you are influenced by the people around you. But here is the part many people miss. You are not completely defined by them. Because there is something inside you that is even more powerful, your inner strength. And this is where everything starts to change. Because two people can live in the same environment, but grow in very different ways. One becomes negative and tired. The other learns and becomes stronger. So what creates that difference? Not the environment, but how strong they are inside. So maybe the real question is not who are the 5 people around me, but who am I becoming while I am around them? Let's talk about inner strength, because many people misunderstand this. Inner strength is not about being tough. It's not about forcing yourself to be positive, and it's not about pretending everything is okay. Inner strength is something quieter but deeper. It is the ability to see what is happening inside you without being controlled by it. For example, you have a thought, I'm not good enough. Most of the time, you believe it, you feel it, and it becomes your reality. But when you have inner strength, something changes. You still see the thought, but you don't immediately believe it. You notice it, and in that small space between the thought and your reaction, your whole life can start to change. That is where your freedom begins. And when you start building this, something beautiful happens. You are no longer pulled by every emotion. You are no longer shaped by every situation. You begin to stand on your own center. Now, let's go one step further. Inner strength is not only about awareness, it is also about direction. Many people feel lost because they don't know what they truly value, so they follow other people. They follow trends, they follow expectations, and slowly, they lose their own voice. But when you take time to ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? Everything begins to change. Not in a big dramatic way, but slowly and clearly. You begin to see what feels right, what feels wrong, what you want to keep, and what you want to let go. And from that moment, you are no longer just influenced, you begin to choose. You choose how to respond. You choose what to focus on. You choose who to spend time with. And this is where your life starts to shift. But there is one more thing that makes inner strength real. And that is consistency. Not big changes, not strong motivation, but small actions repeated every day. Keeping a small promise to yourself, even when no one is watching. Doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. Choosing calm instead of reacting. Choosing growth instead of comfort. These small moments build something inside you, a quiet confidence, a trust in yourself, and over time, that becomes your foundation. Now, here is the most interesting part. When your inner strength grows, your relationships begin to change too. Not because you try to change other people, but because you are different. You no longer feel the need to agree with everything. You no longer stay in places that drain your energy. And slowly, some relationships fade, not in a painful way, but in a natural way. Because you are no longer aligned. At the same time, new people begin to appear. People who think more deeply, people who are calmer, people who want to grow, and you don't have to chase them. You recognize each other because your energy feels similar. And maybe this is the most beautiful part. You don't just find better people. You become the kind of person that better people feel comfortable around. You listen more, you react less, you bring calm instead of pressure, clarity instead of confusion. And without trying, you begin to lift other people, not by teaching, but simply by being who you are. So are you the average of the people around you? Yes, in some ways, but not completely. Because you are also shaping the space around you, through your awareness, through your choices, and through your inner strength. So maybe you don't need to rush to change your environment. Maybe you just need to come back to yourself, build your center, strengthen your mind, and trust that as you grow, everything around you will begin to change. Take a deep breath. You are not stuck. You are becoming, whether you notice it or not. So the real question is, who are you becoming? Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode.